Hello, guys. Welcome to Ascension TV. My name is Timlolua Aimaku, and with me here is.
Cadmus Martin.
And today we have a very important and interesting discussion to talk about. We are going to be talking about who is going to pass on the gospel. But before we get right into it, let me give us a brief definition of what the gospel is. The gospel is the good news of salvation offered by truth, by grace to mankind. So Martin, talking about who is going to carry on the gospel, I mean, when we listen to our parents or our grandparents talk about how they were raised when they were growing up, talking about, after school they had to come to church, just to pray the rosary or have these normal mini prayers. When we are listening to them talk, we begin to wonder, what exactly are we doing? Because now the only time we see youth come together or when we see children come together is catechism class, or there's something fixed for us to come and pray together about. What do you think about this, and how do you see it in today's life?
As they say, it takes not only a family but a community to raise a child. And the Catholic Church is a huge part of this community. And I feel it is important to bringing up youth and kids in this community. And I feel parents should do more in bringing up aspects, in the sense that, encouraging their kids to join societies like CYON, the altar servers, even if it's the choir. And yes, some parents might say, some parents don't stay behind after mass, so it's after having a long week, they would like to go home and rest. They can provide funds for their kids to stay behind and attend these meetings and encourage them so that they can have deeper roots in the church.
Speaking about that, I feel like our parents are doing enough for us. I mean, I feel like they are doing well for us, but we youths are not like pushing ourselves to do better. We're not putting in our efforts. Let's take an instance of when we have harvest. It is just normal that we youths set up the place we are going to use, bring the chairs in and all of that. But when the harvest is over, I see some youths complaining about, they are the ones that have to carry the chairs. They say that, so they see other youths just sitting down and they are the ones doing the work. I feel like we youths feel we need to do these things just to get something in return. Do you understand? We're not just doing this for the benefit of, we just want to do this thing. We are doing it like, we need something. We need to get something from what we are doing. And I don't think that should be the light we are walking in. So Martin, what do you think about, what is your opinion, what is your perception about the conflict of doctrines in families today?
From what you said, we have instances where the dad is a Catholic, the mom is in some Light of Faith group, and the kids are in one redemption camp. Instances like this don't bring about strong upbringing in the faith. They don't, and the doctrines, the stories they tell them in, or the doctrines they teach in other parishes, in other denominations, are not the same as what we are taught in the Catholic Church. So there's a conflict of doctrine in these cases.
So Martin, I like the points that you have put out in this conflict of doctrine. I mean, in our world today, we see our youths are falling out. We see them saying that, the Catholic Church is boring, the Catholic Church is robotic. We have a particular program that we follow, and they just want to explore. And it's so sad because back then our parents didn't have it this way. They enjoyed the Catholic Church. You hear them talking about the block rosaries, and it has me wondering, like, where are these things? We don't have them currently. I mean, I didn't even get to know what the block rosary meant until recently, I think like last week, and it was just surprising to me that we don't have these things anymore in the Catholic Church, and it's telling on the youths, it's telling on how they are falling out. But I also don't think that our parents and our grandparents are the problem. I feel like the youths are not putting in so much effort. You see them bringing different energies to parties, when it's time for them to hang out with their friends, but like when it's time for them to bring it to the church, it's quite different, and it's actually very sad. So I feel like we youths need to do better, and we also need parents that support us, that push us, that teach us these things, that make us see the light, because we are evolving. So I think there needs to be a balance between these things. There needs to be a balance between the youth, the church, and our parents.
In addition to what you said, I feel like in the family as well, we can do more in the upbringing of youth, where they can start night devotions, pray together, and engage in novenas and other activities together as a family.
Thank you for joining us on today's episode. We hope you enjoyed it. We look forward to your comments and your suggestions. Martin, what did you feel about today's episode?
I feel it was a fun interaction.
Thank Thank you guys for watching. See you in our next episode. Bye. Families in today.
Well, we have
That English is not correct. Bye. Bye. But it's not.
because I like your voice like that. There's a conflict of doctrine.
I'm sorry, I said it. You redeemed me.